Welcome to the Pablo Acuña story. I'm your host, Jack City, and it's the Pablo Acuña story. I already said that. So anyways, okay. So let me just do a little wrap up of 2033. This will be the final season that I've played, and I will give you just kind of a full breakdown of what happened. I honestly, You'll see, but this was actually a quite fun season to have played, and I'm glad that I can wrap it up for you. But I will be starting a new challenge very, very soon, something that I'm just cooking up at the moment and brainstorming so I can bring it to you on YouTube. But without further ado, let's go on to the season of 2033. I played the whole thing. We are now like at the start of 2034 season, but it's because I wanted everything else in the nation to wrap up. But let's go here. So first game, we played Cerro Largo 2-1. Actually, we kind of crushed these guys, if I'm honest. We deserved the win, but they scored, and then we had to hold on for the rest of the game. It made it a little nervy. Then we took on our old employers of Cerro, crushed them, not a problem whatsoever. Very, very easy. 2-0 against Rampla, the newly promoted side, wiped the floor with them. This was a very, very, this game kind of ticked me off, if I'm honest. We should be playing better than this, if I'm honest, but credit to Kuala Rambo. They were formidable. They caught us on the break. They came after us. They have Lemos here. What's his Lemos? What do we know? Augustine Lemos, good player. And yeah, anyways, they got that. So whatever. Then we went on to Boston River. This game, Odriozola scores 2. Now, I'm just saying, we did pretty good. We obviously were not the better team, as you can see in the shots and the XG here, but I do want to just highlight this goal that we conceded at the end, because it's crazy. So we got Ayers coming in. He's gonna crush it. It gets touched by Mancebo, and yeah, it gets poked in by Odriozola. Whatever. Whatever. Oh, by the way, Mancebo, he was we had a number of like big time central defenders here. Marco Mancebo, older gentleman, came in pretty consistently, played for us on a free, coming in from Defensor Sporting, off playing with Chile or in Chile on loan. So good, solid player, like solid first level of player. Felipe Mata is a little pissed because he wants a contract. Alvaro Dennis has had some people sniffing around looking for him. Look how good he is. He is one of the academy products that I have nurtured through the River Plate system. Very good, like consistent starter. Same with Santiago Ostalaza. Not as gifted as Alvaro Dennis, but nonetheless, another guy, I have to be honest, I never thought that he would be such a consistent, good performer at this level, but he is. Juan Pablo Reyes, typical, did very, very well. We brought in halfway through the season another guy. He's a Czech international, David Heidenreich. Yeah, I mean, this guy, he played at Defensor Sporting. They bought him on the cheap from Hradec Králové, but yeah, Defensor Sporting played him a couple times, and then they basically released him, and we picked him up. So that was kind of nice. Facundo Zabala, 35 years old. He's not a speed merchant anymore. He's like losing his physicals, but he played very, very, very well. Toward like at the end of the season, he started hot and then he ended hot. The middle section is kind of where you see the total appearances kind of dip down a little bit, but my goodness, Facundo Zabala at 34 going on 35 was excellent last year. Jorge Sena, good player, stepped in when he needed to when we didn't have Juan Pablo Reyes. Again, Juan Pablo Reyes is just that guy on the right wing for the wing backs there. Martin Herrera kind of asserted his spot as the guy on the left wing. again, multiple assists, like a really, really good assist tally, a couple of goals, a few player of the match awards. A 7 rating as a left wing back is great. Cliver Moreno, he's looking like he probably will leave. Actually, I think he will. Yeah, Boca Juniors de Cali. He's going to go back to Colombia after how many seasons with River Plate here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 seasons with River Plate. Look, he's an icon. What more can I say? I mean, so he's got 6 months left with the club. Lorenzo Albano, he's now I've used him twice now, 2 different teams. Good player, like solid player that would come on, would do the business. I have no complaints with him. He's not fantastic, but he's not bad. Like, he's definitely a useful player. Carlos Diaz, again, this guy is a demon in the middle. He is so helpful. He's an absolute nailed-in starter. 5 goals. A lot of those are from free kicks and penalties. But just the consistent passing, distribution, tempo of play, that is what we need him for. Santiago Rodriguez did not have that great of a season. However, he's developed a little bit. He's 24 years old. We loaned him out to Deportivo Iquique in Chile. And yeah, he played pretty well over in the Chilean First Division, which is a tougher division than we have. So that's Santiago right there. Patricio Fernandez came in. Also, he's a new signing. We never played him. We played him once. Okay, didn't care. Carlos La Rosa, he got upset a little bit in the middle of the season because he was not getting as much starting time because we started playing that formation without the down the middle. We played out the wings. Yeah, but like, again, he like when he did play, he played well. He had a tough end of the season where it wasn't that great. Maximiliano Franco. Maximiliano Franco became the like Divock Origi of like this one season. Like, the 3 goals he has are like all goals over like at the even levelers late or goals late, like to win. I'm going to show you that going forward. Maximiliano Franco was wild. Alan Prado, 21 years old. He got brought in a couple seasons, the season prior. 5 goals. Those 5 goals were when we needed them. He stepped up in a big way. And I got to be honest, like, Alan Prado, I got my eyes on him now. I'm like, wow, that he's excellent. Alex Bermudez, honestly, talented player. Don't care too much about him. I will show you what I mean. Carlos Mata, absolutely. He's still the absolute goal scoring machine that he is. He got 5 in the Copa Sudamericana, 3 in the Cup, 11 in the league. Like, Carlos Mata is the guy still, so don't worry about that. Fabian Soria, he has his own story from this season, and yeah, I mean, he definitely he was about to pop off. He was just right there. He was just making that next level step up. Until a really serious injury. So that is unfortunate. But anyways, let's go right back into it. So we had a really terrible loss against Boston River after our first full month of games. Then we took on Nacional in the Copa Sudamericana preliminary round. This is, we fought back, man. We fought hard. And we were able to get through. After 90 minutes, you go straight to penalties. There's no extra time or anything like that. So as you can see, we were able to win it out in penalties, which again is wild. Santiago, we had a save. Adriel saved both of these. They didn't miss them. But so Gonzalez missed, and then Samuel missed. Santiago Bueno, back when he was kind of starting and getting game time, he didn't towards the end of the season. We did, by the way, we did have Santiago Cartagena, who was on our team during the time. Very, very useful. As you can see, he got 7 assists in the league. He came out as like a defensive midfielder who is more like a deep lying playmaker and was able to dictate, put long balls into the corners, put them over the top. Super, super useful guy. Like, I really would like to have him around more often. He was a very, very good player. The other one that got picked up as on loan for this season was Lautaro Gutierrez. And again, like, solidly good player, consistent. I played him mostly on the right wing, as well as sometimes it's like a deep lying playmaker or like even as an advanced forward, like sometimes, but not often. And solid, like consistently threatening on that right side. So yeah, but we won on penalties, and we are actually going to the Copa Sudamericana, which is excellent. Then we won. Then we took on this game. We blasted Defensor Sporting, like blasted, just killed them. Like just hot knife and butter, just absolutely cutting through these guys. It was a clinic. I can't believe how good we were. Because again, Defensor Sporting just to put it, this season broke the points total record again and won the league title. So they set the record for points totals every single year that they've won the title. This year they outdid themselves, and up to this point when I played them, they were 100% record, and then we just sliced and diced them with 3 goals. They weren't even in the game, like crushed them, which was excellent. Juan Pablo Reyes, like a goal in 30th minute. Tight game. Progresso are always so hard to break down, and yeah, I mean, again, this was he just cuts it on the right and just hits it right into the corners. Excellent goal. So we were able to beat him there. Then we took on Miramar Misiones. No problems whatsoever. 4-0 win. Wiped the floor with them, as you can see. They only got one shot off. Juan Pablo Reyes got injured early, but didn't care. But yeah, I mean, that was again, like just another crushing. Okay, so what I will say now is that Wanderers, the games against Wanderers were, like in this season, were absolute classics. They were oh man, these were like clenching, like tight games every time. It was just mayhem. This one is the first game that we have against them in the league, and I mean, yeah, we come back for like this is like a first like real test, right? I thought the first test was against Nacional, then against Defensor Sporting, and I'm like, wow, I can't believe we beat them on pens, and then we cut through Defensor. Then we go to our arch rivals of the Wanderers, and Mancebo or Mancebo, I don't know, gets the first goal there, and then who's the set? Was it Soria? Yeah, there, the back post runs through. We come from behind to win against our arch nemesis. Great. Luis Mandaka puts us away with an early goal. I want to highlight again, we lost this game, but look at the stats here. 13 shots for 1 XG to 0.58. Like, it's just that the Nacional had that little extra quality of player that we don't have. Luis Mandaka has been excellent for them pretty much this entire time that they've had him. But I didn't feel discouraged, because watching this game, I was like, okay, well, we lost 1-0. It was at home. That's, not great. But at the end of the day, like, we were in that match the whole way. So anyways, then we had to go into the Copa Sudamericana. Deportivo Táchira for Venezuela. We take them on in Venezuela. And as you can see, we play pretty well. We definitely have the better of them. Lautaro Gutierrez gets a couple good goals here as well. And let me just play that for you. You see that there's a lot like Senna, Zabala, Reyes. The wingbacks are always going to deliver the crosses in. So Yeah, Gutierrez back post here. Comes in. That was a great goal. Oops. I wanted to show you the other goal. And right here. But I think it's the same goal, actually. Like, not actually, but it's a similar goal. Out to the left side here. And Gutierrez back post. Headed at Blanco, and he was unable to hold on to it. So we won our first win at Copa Sudamericana. Then we take on Rocha. This was like the worst game. So this was so frustrating because Rocha was a team that has never been in the first division ever before. And an easy, simple ball over the top. Gauthier gets beat. I mean, easy cut around. Mancebo just gets done. Menini scores an easy goal. I was not happy. Then I'm pushing to get a goal here. We can't do anything. And then, they score another sloppy goal where we basically let everything go through. And then, obviously a few minutes before the end of the game, Carlos Mata gets a red card, a straight red nonetheless, and totally unwarranted. I mean, goes right through the back of him. It's disgusting. So that stunk. Then we take on Always Ready from Bolivia. We win 3-1 at home. And it was pretty comfortable, if I'm honest. Felipe Mata obviously gets that. They also, that's right. I forgot we gave up a penalty. Good save. We do a little bit here. But Carlos Mata, Albino, and Mata, that was a rotational team that I put on. And felt pretty good about. Is this the one where, hold on. Yes. Where's the foul here? Where's the foul? The foul is, hold on. There, that's the foul. Anyways, they called that. I guess VAR was having a look at the foul, and they just kind of played on for a few more seconds, and then the ref goes ahead and plays it. But we were redeemed. He shot it down the middle, and Adriel was able to hold on to it. So whatever. Always Ready was not ready on that day. Liverpool 1-1 again. Liverpool is a tough team, one of the better teams here. Valentin Gauthier able to score late on in the 81st minute. You're going to notice that late goals for us are a marker. Just a flicked on header from a set play. I'll take it. So we get a 1-1 there. Defensa y Justicia from Argentina comes to where we're playing and flatlines us. It was a massacre. We got absolutely massacred. We could not play them. We got absolutely destroyed. 5-2. That was a real wake-up call, because up to that point, if we had lost at that point, it was like an off game, Montevideo City, I think, probably was the one game where we actually kind of got beat, but nonetheless. Carlos Mata also missed a penalty in that one way back in the day. So it's we had a really bad game, and they're a good team, and they finished in a high position. But then we took on Danubio. Another difficult team. If you don't know, the season prior, they had the highest points total. They did not win the title, but they had the highest points total. So again, I'm looking at this game okay, this is another difficult game. It's on the road, and we overcome them. We get a nice ball into the end, and again, back post, Lautaro Gutierrez able to get a nice header into the net. So that's a late win. Then we take on, again, Defensa y Justicia, get a goal early, they score a couple, they get a red card at the end. Again, this game is kind of not good. We take on Peñarol. Now, this is what I'm talking about. So we win. We did miss a penalty, Gutierrez. because again, when your top goal scorer Carlos Mata misses, you take notes. But trying to find out who's my penalty taker. But Moreno, good shot, good goal, like 100%. But this is the moneymaker at the end here. This is Fabian Soria. Again, he's a youngster. He's come through the academy. He's just percolating under. He's scored a couple good goals so far, and has been putting on some decent displays. But this was like an announcement when we beat Peñarol, the defending champs, by the way. Oh, little tackle pass that came from Quinones, but dude, crisp finish. Lautaro Gutierrez continues his tear in the Copa Sudamericana, scores for us, wing play to wing play. So we take that, we get a goal against the Venezuelans. Then we take another win away from Always Ready. So, and that's in Bolivia. So we get a 2-0 win. So, back-to-back clean sheets on the continental stage. We can't beat the Argentines, but whatever. Then we go on to, so now the opening stage. The opening stage is complete. This is how we finish, right? 15 points into the game, or into the season. You already see who's obviously relegated in championship, but whatever. This is how it finishes. We're 4th place, and we are ripping it up. And I got to be honest too. During this time, we were touching. We were getting close to like that second or third spot, and then we kind of fell away. We fell away a little bit, like just right here, but right here, these last like 3 games here, about 3 games. But we played really well. Going forward to Quadrambo, we did not make the same mistake as last time. Absolutely destroyed them, like really carved them up, no problem. Then we take on, whoa, lost my positioning here. Right here. Okay. Cerro Largo. Dude, oh my God. This game stunk because we were up 2-0, cruising, no problems whatsoever. And then, Granillo scores 2. And he should have scored a third. Like, he should have scored a third at the end to actually turn the whole thing around to a 3-2 victory. You should not be, that's like, again, when the ball like goes through because there's a collision of players and nobody actually gets the ball. Fine. I mean, I don't like it, but this is like a disgusting goal. Can't be conceding stuff like that. So we give up a game, and that pissed me off. Here we go. Then we go against Wanderers again, right? And then Carlos Mata delivers. This game is kind of boring. It's kind of tense, and there's not a lot of movement. We just get the 1 goal, and that's kind of it. It's just a tense affair. Good goal. Really good, like good movement, good passing, and puts that away. So there we go. 1-0. Then Rampla Juniors, this stunk. It was we lost 1-0 to Rampla Juniors, who's again the newly promoted side. We played like garbage, as you can see here. Just not good. Our lineup looks pretty good. Gauthier is eventually going to lose his spot, he's eventually going to lose his spot like as the middle, but I started the match like this, and then I switched, as you can see, when I got Gutierrez and Orlanio on, I started playing with the wingers, the 1 striker. But that's just, I was at a point in the season where I was kind of testing both, because we were playing one style and then we were kind of switching. So I was going back and forth a few times during this period of play. Then we take on Progresso, 89th minute winner, Jorge Sena. Fantastic. Again, Progresso, they are such a difficult team to break down. They're so good defensively. And I mean, dude, to win one over on these guys, Sena, like, we get a lucky deflection. It doesn't matter. You take what you can you eat what you can kill. So that was fine. Then here's another one. Fabian Soria. So we got Giovanetti, who's one of their top strikers, gets a red card in the 36th. They score in the 40th a few minutes later, which was very frustrating. But then we go on. Oh my God. Fabian Soria. I mean, what more can I say about this kid? He is like, he's just becoming the big game player. He's becoming the big time player. Yeah. Gets ahead under Camargo. Able to score to level it up in the 82nd minute, and we run away with a point at Grand Parque. Then we go into the Copa Sudamericana knockout playoff round because we come in second place. Obviously, Defensa y Justicia is first, and yeah, we take on Danubio. I mean, we score early. And I can't remember if this is even a good goal or not, but if you saw the XG is like 2.32 to them. Like, this is basically a Liverpool PSG. like you know, we on the road and just bang. But this is like first shot in the game, right? We get a good goal right at the start, but then we're on the back foot the entire game. They are just taking shots at us, and nothing will go in. Then we take on them on again in the league. I'll just show you this first minute. I love a first minute goal. It's like it just like sets the tone. We're like, all right, 1-0 like right at the beginning. Yeah, so we draw 1-1. Good goal, solid goal. But yeah, we draw in the cup. Important thing to note, this Intermedio Group B, I will show it right now. This was, if we won this we would have won and actually qualified through the Intermedio, and eventually, you can see, Defensor Sporting beat Danubio in the cup, but we were that close. We were that close. Like, if we won that game, we were going to be the qualifiers. So we were just off, just off, and we were unable to do it. So whatever. This game, then we go home. We take Danubio on for a third time in a row, and we were playing him in the knockout round for Copa Sudamericana. This was a relatively comfortable 1-0 victory with Carlos Mota scoring the winner. Then we take on like an actual team. Botafogo from Brazil. At home, they just have more quality. Like, it was very clear that they had the quality and we did not. So they scored there. They probably could have scored probably 3 goals. That game was probably a 3-0 game, just based on the chances and just the level of quality that they had above us, but whatever. Then we go to Brazil. I still can't believe that we lost 2-0 on aggregate. Carlos Diaz got injured, unfortunately. Where's his injury history? What did he get? Nope. He got a twisted knee. No, it was right here. It's a twisted ankle. So he got a twisted ankle in the game early on. That stunk. That really stunk. Because again, we were at a point where we were starting to get a couple like little injuries here and there, like nothing much, but it just was constantly. We had people in rotation. We just had there was a couple, there'd be a person in, person out, person in, person out. And we were just running around like not quite. But nevertheless, we pressed on. This game against Wanderers is a classic. It's an absolute classic. It is so far beyond what I thought this team was. This is the announcement party of Fabian Soria. Like, he's already had 2 moments or 3 moments so far. This was by far the craziest. This was the craziest game I've ever played in this save. Like, bar none. Absolutely fantastic game. Ball over the top, no problem. Vieira dispatches, easy goal. It's 42nd minute, they get it 1-0 on the road. Then now it's the second half. So we're off on the corner here. Senna is able to recycle it. Soria dispatches probably a few yards from the net. So 1-1, no problem. 59th minute, Mateus Felipe penalty. I think now at this point, I'm like, all right, the game has it out for me. They're going to kick me out of this because I've beaten them a couple times before. But sure enough, Soria puts through Carlos La Rosa. He blasts it, a nice low shot into the corner, 2-2. And I'm thinking, okay, this game's on. Sure enough, 86 minutes. 86 minutes. Fabian Soria hits it through the crowd, and we're off. This is the first leg of the cup, too. First leg of the cup, and we have like crazy drama. And I mean, dude, again, that was shocking how we turned it around from 2-1 down to 3-2 up. Yeah. And then we go to the next game, Cerro Largo, 3-1. So we win. If I remember, this was like a pretty easy win too. Yeah, it was. Okay, yeah, Fabian Soria actually had a couple disallowed goals as well. But then, things kind of turn around. Things turn around a little bit. Was the injury here? No. Yeah, it was this one. Okay, so Montevideo City Torque. These guys. Okay, so in the 12th minute, we have an injury to Fabian Soria. That injury ends his season. It's over. He has a damaged spine. And that was damaged spine, like out for more than 6 months plus, right? Great. Lorenzo Albano goes down with another injury later in the half. Yep. Nice Albano. Dude, what did he pick up? Because he picked up something else as well that was like, I was thinking to myself that this is outrageous. Sprained knee ligaments. That's right. He was out for 6 weeks. So I was like, oh my God. So we've had 2 players out. And mind you, Carlos Diaz is not back from the injury that he sustained not that far, when was it? Right here, 2 games ago, right, against Botafogo. So, or 3 games earlier. So I've lost Lorenzo Albano, Fabian Soria, and Carlos Diaz, 1, 2, 3. That was it. I was like, okay, we're having a problem here. So we kind of get nullified in this game. It's 1-0. Then we get nullified again. It's 0-0. Martin Herrera and Carlos Mata both have to play, which I don't want to play them because they're actually injured at the time. I think he was just coming back from a thigh or a bruised knee or something like that. And I was like, I have to play him. I literally have the bench is starting to come up with reserves players and randos and stuff. We play this game. We got beat. I mean, they're a better team. We got beat. We play 3-2 here. I think this is when Maximiliano Franco starts, what Fabian Soria could no longer do. That was what Maximiliano Franco decided to do. Alan Prado, he started putting goals away, which was great. So again, he's 20, 21 years old. He was playing well. That's a solid finish right there. And then we have Maximiliano Franco. Right, this is the Franco one? Yeah. Maybe I went back a little bit too far. Yeah, okay, intercepted, yep. And Herrera's going to take it down the left side. Cuts it back in, but Franco is all alone, and it's Franco. Nice. A little deflection, but that's okay. So Franco is able to win 3-2 in the 82nd minute. Then we go on to Tacuarembó away. We win again. Alan Prado with the winner in the 51st. So again, good, solid win. Tacuarembó are like kind of our bogey team a little bit, so it's good that we won. Then we take on Boston River again. Maximiliano Franco, Alan Prado. They're just picking up where we left off, and we're still winning. And our home record, by the way, is outstanding. It's outstanding. Defensor Sporting, exact revenge. Pretty much just wiped the floor with us. You don't need to see that. Here we go. Again, Progresso, tight games. They are just difficult to break down every time. Every time we play them, it's just a problem. Carlos Mata's finally fit again. Obviously, Soria is not going to play for the rest of the year, but man. Just for this first goal, Herrera's going to cross it in, and yeah, Mata, no problem there whatsoever. I mean, Martinez should have been able to come, the keeper should have been coming out for that, but he missed it, so whatever. Then Alan Prado, dude, he came in like him, Franco. I mean, what a goal, near post. Like, it's unbelievable. We won a game that maybe we shouldn't have. I don't know, but we did. Alvaro Dennis, I want to show this. Alvaro Dennis, he got his first ever goal. He got his first ever goal. He's a center back. Got it from the corner kick. I didn't anticipate this because usually the winners are Felipe Mata. He's the guy who usually wins the headers in the corner situation. So fantastic. And then going forward, again, Wanderers, another like tight affair. It's even the whole game. You just can't break anyone down. I shift tactics from the more central formation out to the more like wing level formation. Franco is all alone from the back post. Who's he running up with? Oh my God, who is it? Mateus Felipe. Franco again steps up to the occasion, gets the needed goal in the 73rd minute. Excellent. Then we go and we play Rampla Juniors in the cup away from home. Absolutely killed them. we had a little like weird moment right there, with the goal, but Carlos Mata hat trick. I will say is that no, I did not mean to click that, but whatever. What can you do? Who's the La Rosa who got injured? Yeah, he's over here. Oh, he was just running around. He actually, yeah, there it is. Yeah, but La Rosa got injured here. So this is like, we're now getting down to like a point where I'm like, all right, this stinks. Broken ankle. That's what he got, a broken ankle. And they say the reason is innocuous. Like, actually, we have no idea how he broke it. He just broke it. So that stunk. That stunk big time. So La Rosa comes off at the end of the game with a broken ankle. His season's done. Then we take on Cerro. Now, at this point, we have a team that's kind of bundled together with tape, just duct tape, right? And I get beat by my former employers. It's a penalty. That is the only thing that happened. We had, you can see that we had a number of good chances here, right? Good chance. And then we had like a missed opportunity that you wouldn't believe. I'm going to show it. I'm going to show it. It's going to make me angry. It's crazy the opportunity that we missed. This is a point where, again, our team is just bundled together with just like duct tape. There's so many injuries, so many like issues with fitness. I'll just show you this here. But the end of the game, as you will. If you're in a cup game, you don't have to cheer for that anymore. You're gonna just keep pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing to try and make it, to try and score. And I threw everybody on attack, highest tempo, like just go as fast as you can towards the goal. Just get anything you can out of this. And yeah, Barboza, Ferreira's gonna hit this over. Yeah, okay. This has to be it. I think this is the next play. I think this is the next play. So Franco heads it down. Diaz, Gauthier. This chance, you will not believe what you're seeing. You will not believe the chance that was missed. Cartagena out to Maximiliano Franco. Alex Bermudez. Oh, he bounced on the line. Arbio holds it. Like that's how we lost in the cup. That was the chance. So we trek on. We the season was kind of over, and yeah, I mean, Carlos Diaz gets a penalty. He also gets like a sweet hit here. This is a great free kick. I'll just show you that real quick. So it's kind of over, like underside of the bar. So sick. So our season's over effectively at this point. We've really pushed. I pushed the team to its absolute maximum, and this is where we got. And then we go to, we get handedly beat by Liverpool. We get beat by Danubio, which let me look here. Oh, okay. Actually, we did pretty well. 2.67. Okay, I wasn't thinking of it right, but then we take on Peñarol. We lose in the 95th minute. I'm going to show you this goal. This goal is like, yeah. There's no words for this goal. I think it's goal of the save. Honestly, I think that's the best goal I've seen in this save. And it was against us. Yeah, that is how we ended the year. So the closing stage was such. Oh, wait, hold on. Defensor Sporting loss? 3-1 to Liverpool. So we finished 6th in that's the closing stage here. Rampla Jr. is putting an absolutely abysmal performance. So overall, we finished 4th. The best finish we've had, 11 seasons. This is the best finish we've had so far. But 95 points from Defensor Sporting. That was that's the record. The high watermark of the points for the season. They really wiped the floor. They have a guy, Pablo Gomez, in their team here. Where is he? Pablo Gomez. This 24-year-old is outrageously good. 28 goals in the first division. I mean, he is another level above the Uruguayan first division. Whatever they sell him for, like, yeah, this sale price is going to be outrageous. They're going to make so much money off this kid. Yeah. Nacional. We finished above Peñarol, by the way. I don't think I finished above any of the big two in any of this, like at all in the save. Peñarol, we finished above them officially at the end of the 2033 save. So that's pretty cool. Montevideo City have an absolute blinder at the end of the year, and they come into 3rd. And Defensa Sporting were basically like imperious throughout the entire time. And yeah, that's it. Wanderers have their first season where they actually are kind of they actually kind of fall away. They don't have the season that they usually do, as you can see. This is the first season. the worst they've ever had, 7th. They finally hit 9th as a weird kind of breakaway from usual. Oh, man. Okay. Award winners, 2033. It's obviously dominated by Defensive Sporting. If you get the records total, you should. 2 years ago, it was kind of the same idea. Pablo Gomez. And all-time, Diego Reyes, all-time best right back. I think that's absolute BS. He's only been featured once. I have no understanding of how that is. I mean, even the season prior, like Rivero, I mean, he's had 35 games, 4 goals, 7.04 rating. I had a 6.85. How am I in the all seasons, like the all-time? I don't know. I don't know. Like, I don't get it. I have no idea. But yeah. So as you can see, Martin Varini, the Uruguayan, I mean, truly an excellent head coach. He had a fantastic time dominating, at the end of this, really. How long has he been the coach here? Is it like the whole time? Yeah. He's been there the whole time. So he's really developed a project and they've been able to now reach the echelon and cross the other side of Nacional. I mean, they've won 3 of the last 4 titles. Nacional picking up the other one. But it's not Martin Varini and Alexander Medina. They're the 2 top dogs now. And Defensive Sporting seem to me to be better than Nacional. I think that's kind of definitive now. Luis Suarez for Nacional, if you weren't familiar, he's retired now, but yeah. So Alexander Medina and Martin Varini, you guys are the winners of the FM Save. You guys absolutely deserve it. And I was unable to get anything else beyond just the second division win, in my time. But let's go down here. Obviously, Cerro Largo, Rocha, and Rampla Junior is down. But the last season going up, Cerrito, Deportivo Maldonado, of course, and then the biggest upset we've ever seen in our playoffs, Villa Teresa. This would be their first season in the first division. And I think maybe 3rd, maybe 4th team to rise. They didn't start in, the FM Save. They didn't start even populated in the second division. They actually rose up and they actually promoted. The reason why is because the Torneo Competencia, they qualified in the Torneo Competencia, and then they went on to win that. So that automatically gives you a playoff spot if you win the Torneo Competencia. So they finished 10th. And they went on, they finished 10th. And then they went on to beat Central Español. And then Rentistas beats Juventud de las Piedras, which Juventud, they just got promoted. So they were on the cusp of getting a double promotion. And then, sure enough, in the final, 3-2 on aggregate, they win against Rentistas. So that is that. That is I gotta be honest, I've had a ton of fun. It's been a slog because I've given away all of the scouting and the sales and purchases of players to the general manager. It stunk because sometimes you'd have a good player go, but I understood that we needed the cash flow. But sometimes I would agree or disagree with, or sometimes I'd be surprised by how good some of these players were. Maximiliano Franco was one of them. Alan Prado was another one that kind of surprised me how good they were. Santiago Ostalaza, I was surprised at how useful he was, and again, hold on, I'll do a quick cut here. I'm going to go to the Excel. Santiago Ostalaza, 3 seasons in a row, he was in my best 11 for the year. I was really surprised at how good he was. I like got to be honest. Also, Mauro Bristol, look at this. Like 4 times he was, in my starting 11 back when it's Cerro, 3 years there, 1 year at River Plate. And then even he was got to be somewhere here, right? No, he was not. Interesting. Yeah, I mean, Mauro Bristol, that he kind of surprised me, like how good he was, like that he was able to stand out and actually be useful in that middle point of the save. Juan Pablo Reyes, absolutely. You know what? Let's go with an all-time.